micro avionics.
Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. Lovely evening flight here. It's roasting hot. I want to get in the air to cool down. So tonight I've coordinated with some paramotor friends of mine that are taking off from a site near Ladybower Reservoir. So I'm going to do the 30-mile leg up there, hopefully meet up with them, fly past Bakewell, Chatsworth House, etc. And hopefully it's going to be a wonderful evening boaty flight. So I've been looking forward to this all day. Anyway, onward checks. The last few days it's been certainly very, very hot, and as much as I like flying all day long, there's sometimes you just go, I'd rather go when it's a little bit cooler. I appreciate I've got gloves on, but then 2 hours of hands in the airflow, your fingers do get a little bit nippy. Anyway, the joy of flying is a privilege in the UK. Now I know there's people all over the world that follow this channel, so some continents, some countries may have different flying regulations. However, in the UK, I seem to find that there's very few people that seem to actually understand what SUB70 means. And one of the beauties of the SUB70 is it is license free. You don't need a license to fly a SUB70, which is fantastic. And the reason I say it's fantastic is that's what got me on the path I've currently had. If you haven't seen any of my content before, there's a whole load of stuff from paramotor to PB to my MPPL, my pilot's license, and then on to my instructoral side, which I'm really enjoying, by the way, loving it. Anyway, but SUB70, I've been at a few fly-ins, etc., and there seems to be a lot of people that don't quite understand what a SUB70 machine is. You know, some call it unregulated. It's not unregulated. It's part of the deregulated side of things, because there's still regulations we have to follow. If it was unregulated, you could do anything you want, couldn't you? So anyway, a SUB70 is a weight, sub 70 kilograms, and that is defined by this paragraph on the screen right now. And I'm doing that so I don't get it word for word wrong. But basically, it's the base structure and the fuel for flight. But you must have insurance, and that's set out by EC 785/2004, and there's a requirement by weight, and that covers all wheel-borne aircraft. You must have insurance, and that's normally where a lot of people get tripped up. However, getting hold of a SUB70 and flying it, as those that have followed my journey will realise that you do need training. So the main point I want to get across is that SUB70 is a fantastic freedom that we have in the United Kingdom. It's a United Kingdom exemption from the Civil Aviation Authority. Now I do know that Australia have a sub-70 kilogram exemption, but theirs doesn't include the fuel, you lucky people. You lucky people. I have seen a few discussions as well on the forums going, can't we have a little bit more, can't we have a little bit more, etc, etc. Where do you stop? And then you're back into the microlight territory of the old 115 kilogram machines, etc. But the whole fact of a sub-70 is it's license free, and that is a fantastic privilege. There are a significant number of pilots in the UK that fly with complete understanding of how aviation works in accordance with the Air Navigation Order, etc. And they're all unlicensed. Hang glider pilots, paramotor pilots, paraglider pilots, foot launch hang glider pilots. None of them hold licenses, and yet we still all operate perfectly safely within the remit of the Air Navigation Order. So, does a license actually mean you're going to get a safer pilot? I'd argue not necessarily. But anyway, sounds like a bit of a rant. I'll try and trim that one down. But I'm looking forward to this flight tonight because, as I say, it's meeting up some friends who I haven't actually seen for about 2 years, and that was on the ground. So off to Chatsworth House, Bakewell, Chatsworth House, and then on to the Ladybower Reservoir. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'm looking forward to it. We've got Carsington Water off to the right, which is looking very, very solemn and low. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with the Wingtip Cam for just a couple of minutes. Maybe some odd questions in there, but hopefully I'll rejoin you at Chatsworth and I'll rejoin you at Ladybower. Ladybower, well, I'm to the east of Ladybower now, if you can hear that at all. Well, I've arrived at Ladybower. I can't see Scott or any of the others, but then that's not exactly that surprising. I'm about 2,400 feet, and I'm still looking for land out options because I get nervous around water. Water takes no prisoners whatsoever. Got the heather up there, but that would stop me quite quickly. Loads of fields down there. What a wonderful, wonderful evening. It's taken me from engine start to get here only 45 minutes, so I've got a little bit of loiter time. As I've seen a previous video, card up here as to why this is so special to me. Not many land out options on this heather. Well, I think that's a bit of a mission fail today. But it was a long shot anyway to try and meet up with someone for such big distances. But Sky did try and stay around. I loitered for about 5 minutes, but I've got to head back now. I've only got so much fuel on board. Oh, we've got a little helicopter down there. Not sure if the camera will see that. Got a sailplane over there, helicopter there. Looks like someone's on a Ladybower trip. Well, the flarm is definitely working today because I'm picking up pings from Camp Hill. Not sure how much the camera will see. Sorry about the sunshine. Shouldn't really complain about the sunshine, should we? But yeah, definitely gliders over at Camp Hill. So the one thing I am really quite loving about this Adam wing at the moment is just the sheer amount of ground you can cover without too much effort. It really does just seem to eat up the ground. But when you want to actually do a bit of slow flight and have a bit of a play, it does that as well. So we're just coming up on the town of Bakewell. I routed via Chatsworth House earlier. Sorry for not giving you any useless facts, but does anyone know which films or series have been filmed there of late? Drop a comment. I'll leave some of them in the description because there's so much that's happened at Chatsworth House. Sorry, it looks like I'm leaning forward. I'm trying to keep the sun out of the camera. And I say we're just coming up on Bakewell now, so a nice cheeky picture. And those of my close friends know I do like a bit of a Bakewell tart. So cups of tea and Bakewell tart, my day is made. So join you on the ground when we get back for a little bit of a cheeky outro. And say I'll rejoin you when I'm in the circuit back at Darley Moor. So I hope you enjoyed the video. See you back on the ground. Clear final. Turning final. Darlingmore traffic, Golf Lima Romeo, final runway 01, Darlingmore. We have speed and we have a centre line. Okay, looking along. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. If nothing else, I had a really nice flight up to Ladybower. As I said, it's a bit of a special place for me, both from my work life and personal life as well. I'm sorry it's a bit of a mission fail, didn't meet up with the other paramotorists, but as I say, it was very much a long shot, and we were relying on sort of odd comms to try and get to understand where we were. So Scott, Craig and the other guys, Mark, sorry, didn't meet up this time, but I'm sure we'll have to try and do another flight later on. If nothing else, I've had an hour and a half of gorgeous flying in some wonderful weather, and we have to take what we've got. I never take flying for granted. So thanks for listening to my hopefully constructive comments about the licensing. I hope you've enjoyed it, but other than that, until next time everybody, fly safe.